The Browns and Jaguars have agreed to a blockbuster trade. Jacksonville, the 2nd overall pick. Cleveland gets 5 and a massive haul to help them now and in the future.
What's the haul?
The haul is not listed. Ian Rappaport reports it first.
Look at this shit.
The Browns are now at pick number 5.
Wow.
Travis Hunter is not going to be a Cleveland Brown, gentlemen.
No, he is not.
That is
Cam
Ward, number 1 overall.
No surprise there, right? Cam
No
Ward
surprise.
Okay, we could get off.
Yeah,
of
let's
Cam Ward.
let's go back to
We
the Browns.
need to get to this moment.
Good luck
right
in Tennessee, Cam.
Yeah.
Next.
The
Best of
Browns,
luck.
my watch is going absolutely insane right now. The Browns have traded the 2nd overall pick to the Jaguars. Gentlemen, what the hell is going on?
5 is not far enough back for me to panic. You still got a really good player. They didn't trade back to 22. I want to see who they take, and we got to figure out what this haul is. Because if it's a bunch of future picks, I feel worse about it. If it's the 3 best players on their roster, I feel great about it. We got to see where in the middle it falls.
Could you imagine if we got Trevor Lawrence?
No, I mean,
Would you rather have Trevor Lawrence than Dak?
Yeah,
Trevor Lawrence over Shador?
probably. It's a little more sure, I
You want
think.
Trevor Lawrence over Dak Prescott?
100%.
Okay. I would disagree, but not vehemently.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, the Browns receive 5, 36, 126, and a first next year
Wow.
For 3 spots?
for
That is a haul.
the 2nd, 104, and 200.
That's
I
pretty
know we
good.
all said that we'd be pissed off if the Cleveland Browns traded this pick.
To 22. To
yeah,
5,
but
I'm okay.
there's a difference to trading down and trading. I mean, that's an amazing
Who
haul.
wants to bet they're taking Shador and he'll still be there?
That's what I was thinking.
If
I
they
think
take
so, too.
Shador at 5, I'm going to throw the T-shirt on, gentlemen.
I'm surprised you didn't
It's
have it all.
It's wrists up. It is time to go.
Is that worth losing out on the unicorn? I think the picks are worth it. Don't get me wrong, especially getting on number 1 next year. But is it, or I should say their one, first round, is it worth giving up the so-called unicorn that is Travis Hunter?
Yes.
We have a text from Randy Northrup out in Willoughby. He says, I got to pardon my French a little bit here for a second. He says, are you effing kidding? You trade your highest pick. Effing idiots.
Wow. Strong words. I think we all said before this started, the thing that would make us most upset is trading back. And yet we're all excited about this trade back.
The fact that we got a first round pick out of it and we only moved down 2 spots.
And I did caveat it. I said if moving back to 5 or 8 is your best or something like that,
Right.
do it. I said just don't move back to 28. Moving
Matt-
from 2 to 5.
Matt, the other co-host here at the office, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Just
I know
said,
a lot. We're up to like 5. I'm counting.
okay, well, whatever. Matt said that's exactly what I wanted. LFG, you know what that stands for. Listen, we have 2 picks in the 2nd round now. So not only do we have a chance to go grab one of these quarterbacks or move up to grab a quarterback,
Travion Anderson.
we have the ability, if we just take a quarterback, to take a running back, to take a tackle. Okay, I'm over it. I'm in. I'm all the way in. I love the trade. Travis Hunter, it was a good idea, and I loved the idea. Have fun in Jacksonville. You guys are going to be mid for the next 20
I
years.
said I'd rather have Shador the entire time we talked about it. This positions us, in my mind, to still get him. Let's see what happens in the next hour as the next couple of picks roll in. But in a way, this strengthens it. Like you said, if we still get Shador, who we all kind of said, yes, is on our list, even if it was number 1 or number 2, and then get a number 1 next year from a team that should stink, I feel pretty good about it right now.
I'm really curious what Jacksonville's going to look like. If they think this really is their saving grace for Trevor Lawrence to get a prospect like Travis Hunter to be thrown the ball to by him, it's really interesting. I wonder what the stadium sounds like right now. I know we can't open the window because it would mess with the audio. Wow. I'm still in shock.
By the way, there are still rumors that Cleveland's working on a deal to get Kirk Cousins. And I know you're not hot on that, but that's still out there
was
as a
some
possibility.
Of that floating around. Again, for those who are listening at home, the Cleveland Browns trade pick number 2, pick a 4th round pick this year and a 6th round pick this year for the 5th overall pick, the 2nd overall pick, not the 2nd overall pick, a 2nd round pick, a 4th round pick, and a 1st next year.
The first next year is the one that blows my mind a little bit.
The
Where
fact-
were the Jags when they moved up?
5.
Five,
We're
yeah.
going
So
to
we
5.
swapped with them.
Correct.
We
That's
swapped
what
with
I
them,
wanted to
picked
see
up a
this.
first, picked up a second, picked up a fourth, and gave them a bunch of bullshit
But
on
to
the
get the
back end.
first next year, they're that hot on Travis Hunter.
Jeez.
That is what blows my mind a
Maybe.
little bit. I think he's a good player, and I was excited about the possibility. But to give up those amount of picks for him,
But think
I
about
would
what we
know.
were talking about a
Insane.
couple of years ago. The Jacksonville Jaguars 2 years ago were a playoff team. And they looked
I
like
wonder-
crap last year because they looked like crap, injury, this and that and the other. If you give Trevor Lawrence somebody to throw to in Jacksonville who's supposed to be as good as Hunter is, I can see them thinking, man, we gave the Steelers all they could handle in the second round of the playoffs last year and then fell to crap. They got to be thinking like the Browns. We got the talent, we got the coach, we got what we need. We need a little bit more talent. I think they're thinking if they get somebody like this, they can make a playoff run
So
again next
let
year.
me pose a different question to you guys from the Browns angle.
Yeah.
We go down to 5 and we say, okay, they're probably drafting Shador.
Okay.
What if they're not hot on Shador? What
No
if they're
idea.
thinking, we'll go into this season, we have Flacco, we know he's a bridge. Next year's a better quarterback class. Maybe we pick up a Will Howard in a later round. Maybe we don't. Maybe we draft different need. I mean, we have a lot of needs.
So my pivot on this real quick, because my next question was going to be, what if they're confident that Abdul Carter's falling to 5 to them?
That's risky business to think that Abdul Carter would fall to 5.
I think he's going number 3 to the Giants, but
The answer to both your questions is that you draft somebody else. You guarantee that no matter who's off the board, that there's only 4 people off the board, and you picked up a haul for him. You take the best player who's left. If they're not high on Shador, but Shador's there, you got an option. If they're not high on Abdul and Abdul's there, you got an option. You'll just see. That's part of what trading back means. But I think this just means the Browns weren't so locked in on somebody that they really cared.
Jacksonville's
fell
pick
to.
is in, by the way.
Yes, it
Real
is. I was
quick.
just going to call that.
Michael Farmer from Strongsville says Browns fleeced Jacksonville. Holy shit.
They did. And
I think it's a fleece indeed.
By the
Jacksonville
way-
got desperate, man.
Michael is a Steelers fan, but it should be noted that he's an outside perspective here, so he's not a homer saying that.
No,
Lillian
fair
Olson,
enough.
shout out Grandma, said disappointed, but
The
it's
pick
the
is
Browns.
in. Goodell's at the podium. Let's see what we got.
John announced it. We don't have to all go
Goodell
quiet now.
is reading all kinds of stuff that isn't the pick before he makes the pick.
He's recognizing somebody. I already played the chime, so I maybe did that a little too quickly because I got
I
excited.
think we got to just kill the chime for today.
the chime.
We don't have the audio
You
for
guys
us to
can't
do.
hear it, but our fans can.
Well, that's fair. It is.
You got to.
It's like a Christmas carol. on
I'm
Christmas
making
Eve.
an executive decision. You get to announce the picks from now on because you know when the chime goes. So you are announcing the picks for the rest of the show.
I still get
So
to do
should I
this
hit
one
it
though,
again
right?
when he's
Yes.
made the pick?
Screw
Okay.
it. Why not?
Okay.
Can I do this one though? He can do all the rest.
Yeah, just watch.
Yeah.
Just make sure you guys are timed up.
It's fine.
I'll hit play. Watch my screen.
Okay.
We're still
Dude.
waiting.
Good lord.
When they bring up a player, that's
Laura
a
said
former
she loves
player.
the chime, by the way, so we're keeping the chime for sure.
Yep. Thanks, Laura.
I think it's going to be Mason Graham, by the way, gentlemen. I think
What?
they're yeah. I think because he took a top 30 visit and he is a top 30 or he's arguably one of the best
You
prospects.
trade
in
up
this
to
draft.
2 to take Mason Graham.
Ryan Bento from Ashtabula says I'm a fan of this move. Weak draft at the top and we got a lot.
That's fair.
That's fair. That's
It's
fair.
not a bad assessment at all. Was a weak, well, allegedly a weak draft at the top. There's 3 Hall of Famers in the first 10 of this draft. We just don't know who they are yet. Come on, bro.
Are we going to hear breaking? The Jaguars are now the London Jaguars
right.
because they do want to move over there pretty badly.
Jag select.
Oh.
Second pick, 2025 draft. Jacksonville Jaguars select. Travis Hunter. All right, there
Wow.
he goes.
That's
So-
crazy.
So they traded, They're-
Looking like Lil Nas X in that suit.
swapped the 5th round pick, gave us a first next year.
That's how high they are on Travis
That's
Hunter.
insane to me.
Is it?
Yes.
He
I
is
think
rare. I mean, this dude can ball. We
He
know he's
can
going to
ball.
be good.
What did he do to make Colorado better?
Well, I mean, if you want
everything.
to, I will play devil's advocate for a second because I'm high on Hunter. I'm high on Shador.
Without
Every-
Hunter, where are they? That's what I was
Nowhere,
gonna- yeah.
nowhere. But Shador, Hunter, Dion, wherever they went in college, whether it be Jackson State, right?
Jackson.
Jackson State or Colorado, they went from nothing programs to something programs. No, they didn't win a championship. No, they didn't win everything and then some, but
No, you're missing my point.
Okay.
We just said that one player doesn't win you any more games that isn't quarterback. We said that about
If you
Myles
don't have a
Garrett.
quarterback, but if you do, if you think Trevor Lawrence is the quarterback, this makes perfect sense.
I know, but we said that but to give a first round next year, I don't know. It's a lot of picks for me.
this is
If
absolutely.
the Browns have given that up to get him, would you be happy?
No, because we don't have a quarterback. If we had,
I guess we'll find out if Jacksonville does.
if we
'cause-
still had Baker, or we had Trevor Lawrence, or we had Dak Prescott, and they gave up this to get Travis Hunter, and I thought he was that good, I'd be like, okay, it's a lot. It better work out, but I wouldn't be mad at it.